Hey guys, TK Productions here, and you're probably not used to seeing my desk covered in bags, but within these bags are parts for a piece of Lionel history, a 763E semi-scale Hudson. I purchased this engine from Trainz for $390, knowing that it was gonna be a project. The shell has been torn apart by zinc rot. In fact, upon measurement, it has swollen almost 1/8 of an inch compared to what it is supposed to be. However, despite the extensive damage to the shell, many of this engine's components are actually quite good. The cylinder saddle is free from zinc rot. The entire electrical system and mechanical system is quite good, and I know this is not an optimal way to store it, but it needs rewired anyway. The valve gear is all quite good, save for the eccentrics, and the eccentrics are frankly cheap pieces to replace. The pilot truck is largely intact. The conical spring that attaches it to the frame is missing, but other than that, it's quite good. The pickup rollers are in surprisingly good shape. And these pickup rollers, this little pair right here, sells for $90 to $100 on eBay, which I think is a bit much for what is essentially some metal. Now, the worst parts of this engine are obviously the shell, and in fact, in this bag are the crumbling remnants of the cab, which obviously the shell is in need of replacement. And giant lead weight, because these engines initially had some pulling power problems. Also, within the victims of this was the trailing truck, which has kind of fallen apart. But worst of all is the frame. The frame is snapped in half. It's not supposed to look like that. It is really not supposed to look like that, in fact. Now, the frame is damaged from zinc pest, just like the shell. And of course, it will also need replaced. But for a project that it cost me $390 initially, when a complete one of these engines usually sells for $1,500 plus, I think I actually got a pretty good deal, because really the only major components that need replaced are the shell and the frame, and there's usually always at least one of those available. So overall, I don't think this was a bad purchase. Is it literally pulling itself apart from zinc rot in a couple ways? Yes. But when you have over $900 worth of usable parts for a just shy of $400 investment, I think that's worth it. So you will be seeing more of this engine on the channel, because I intend to do not one but two restorations. The first will be a temporary restoration, in which I will JB weld the frame and the cab back together and temporarily keep it like that until I can purchase a new frame and shell. This is going to be a bit of a long-haul project, so might be 2 or 3 months at times between videos about it. But hey, it'll be worth it, because it's a pre-war scale Hudson, and that's not something that pops up every day. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.